I said yes to the job about a year before we did it, but the film got greenlit. Like, this is going to happen. With films of this budget, it's a big maybe until you're almost on set. I mean, little films like this, like one guy changes his mind, folks, we're going home. It's going away. But 6 months away from the first shoot date, it became, this is happening. So I went into a very intense preparation. And I read the script every other day. I'd read one half, like on Monday, finish it on Tuesday, read the first half on Wednesday. I read it over and over again, so I made tons of notes. And as a gift, I'm going to give them to the director one day, but I'm talking about tons of notes on the script, in notebooks, really developing this guy. And by the time he and I got together, I said, I got all these notes. And he's like, you're nuts. And we sat in a small room in Toronto, and we just kind of fine-tuned this character. I said, would he do this or this? He's like, try for that. And so basically, he is a very bored person. He's bored to the point of being clinically depressed. He's been alive for centuries. Nothing surprises him. And with you and me, we will die. Hopefully not soon. But we factor that in at some level. Like, you do have some kind of bucket list. Like, I really want to go to Austin, Texas one day. Well, you're not getting any younger. Time to book that plane ticket. But if you had no sense of the end, what is your idea of time? And with what urgency would you do anything? Because I'll get it next week. I'll get it next year. I'll get it next century. And you've already had 1,000 years of like... And so he's not exactly catatonic. He's over everything. And to me, that's just pure comedy. That's just, everything is funny when you do it that way. Because around him, guns, tons of violence. Sometimes he's doing the violence, and the whole thing is like, broken neck, snapped your head off, ice pick in my back, next. Like, nothing phases him. These tough guys kick his door in. We're coming to get you. He's like, my door, really? I gotta get that fixed. And he's funny. I read the script and I thought it was a comedy. Then I met the director and I realized he was just deranged. And it kind of hits this beautiful sweet spot in the middle. And so I've made a lot of films, but rarely have I had such a good time. It was also the first film where I'm kind of the principal actor. And there's like about 3 hours in a month where I was not working. There's one shot where a guy goes through a window, and I think some interior scene they didn't need me for. I said, really? I can go to my trailer? And that lasted about 2.5 hours. And then, like, Henry, we're working on it, which means I'm in the shot. And it was pretty grueling, but it was really fun. And when the thing came to an end, I didn't want it to end. So we're hoping that this turns in there. Jason, our wonderful director, has basically written a season of television, of episodes of this guy, and I've read 2 of them, and they are so completely insane. I hope I can't wait. They're nuts. Like, I won't spoil anything, but it is just, because he can, he has flashbacks. He can go back in time as far back as you want, and it is wonderfully violent and bizarre, and I hope something happens. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
How's it going, Henry? So you touched on a lot of the stuff I was going to ask, which is really cool. Well, I had one question for you, one that I think I'd really like to hear. If you could never die, would you still stay in such great shape?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wish I had the knees and my metabolism of me 20 years ago, so I could run. I can't run anymore. This leg's kind of nerve damage from all the carrying on. I miss running. I mean, if I had a gajillion bucks, I'd just buy new legs and just run all the time. Yeah, I'd stay in shape because, all I know is me. I've been working out since I was about 15. It's just in my head. It's part of how I exist and keep depression at bay. I get on the bike, weights or whatever. It's just part of my existence to go to the gym and feel better. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, it's so great to meet you. I'm a diehard fan from forever ago, hardcore punk rocker from way back in the day. So I love your work and excited to see this film.
Yeah, hopefully. I've not yet seen it, so I'm mildly excited. I don't like watching myself. Like, if there weren't people here I know, like the director and the producer, I just don't like watching me. But I've seen like minutes of this, like rough, here's a scene, here's the trailer, which I watched like 3 times. Very happy about. And I talked to critics who are loath to ever be nice to me. I saw your movie, Okay. But for this particular film, they've been very effusive. Like, I saw the film, I loved it. Like, really? Do tell. Because I'm just not used to that. And so far, everyone I talked to has seen it, and they weren't like sucking up. They're like, I didn't think it would be nearly as good as it was. Now that I believe. That kind of cynicism, I believe that. And so hopefully, I have all confidence in our director. I'm looking forward to it, I guess.
Me too.
I hope you like it.
Thank you so much. I'm sure I'm going to love it.
Thank you.